Scano. Con Henry Gaso. Yokono, a gato da. Tahionini wa gay show da. One in and what true and got true is a Sunny dwa wanu da. Kyongwa home.
One more time.
Home. It's the real people. The job that I took in the 70s, in the late 70s, was teaching the Cayuga language in the schools, in the school system. That was interesting because I taught grades from kindergarten to 12th grade. So I had to develop my own curriculum to suit the different levels. I worked hard at it. It was a lot of work. But the one good thing that came of it was after 8 years of teaching, I was given my teaching certificate for native language teaching for New York State. From then on, I mean, to me, I think I've advanced since then. I mean, with a lot of this translating that I do, it's an advancement. I'm able to do more with the language than I did just from teaching. I know they have special ways of writing. They call it the orthography of different people, how they write the language, and with all these dots and dashes and marks, and I've never used that. I've developed my own system because I said, I don't know, I think the way I look at it is, if you're teaching children, say first, second grade, that they are just learning not only the language, but they're just learning, period. My system was, I'll tell you the word. You write it the way it sounds to you, so that you can look at it and repeat it to me. Then, as you get older and you learn more, then we'll correct it and write it the way I would write it. That was my system. And I mean, I still use that when if I happen to be teaching younger children. I got into a lot more translating, which is what I do today. And I kind of got really deep into it. Now I'm at the point where when I translate, I can do it thoroughly, and I take my words apart and get to the bottom, the real true meaning, and then put it back together again in I guess you would call it good English, because the native languages are kind of complex. One word, when you translate it, can be a whole sentence. And a lot of it is metaphoric. The language is very descriptive. Like red, for instance, is utkoenja, and that tells you the color of blood. Swendai is black. That's the color of coal. So they're all, like, colors are descriptions of different things. And then with some of the words that you know that, I guess you would have to say they're more contemporary. Like the word for telephone, we don't have a word that says telephone. So the word for telephone is hiyundwanundata. And that translates into something you put your voice into. It's like the word for horse. Horse is gaundanokui, and it translates something that pulls logs.